The Entities, a DMT trip report from Shroomery. So you all stay interested, let's jump right in. Me and Jay decide to darkroom it with some DMT. If you haven't tried it, a darkroom is a pitch black room, go figure. I recommend spending part of every trip in pitch black at least once. We prepared our bowls, a touch over 40 milligrams each, pancaked in some cilantro. We both rip. The flames go out and the wave comes over me. Again, I say, and we flame on. After I feel the first hit, it's as though the bowl or bong becomes a device with one function. We all know what that function is, obviously, but I never lose sight of it no matter what. I become engulfed in the bowl, and control it like some sort of computer, programming my hit with how I'm vaping it, watching it vaporise using the flame and its nature. Hold. We both feel the second hit and get that rush, the daze you get from the initial smack in the face, and bam, I'm pushed back to conscious, and shown my bowl in the darkness. I pretty much rose my voice and said it's been too long. Another. Jay didn't speak, but roared from within. No! In slow motion, lol. He's out. I hit it hard, not caring if it burnt. I held and blew out and was told by a million voices, just one more, you can do it, while my consciousness is focused on the device. Hit it as hard as you can, over and over the voices said. Last hit, and I dissolved after dropping the bowl. I dissolved into my own kaleidoscopic skull, into my brain, and watched neurons interacting, firing, rampaging. Then click, it all simmered down, as though it disconnected. I floated above my body, while the entire real reality around opened up. The house opened up. Every board, shingle, nail. TVs opened up, exploding skull style. Everything's expanding. Neighbours' houses opening, the people inside. It's all speeding up, all expanding faster and faster. This was until it became so fast that everything seemed to implode on itself somehow. Lol. It expanded into itself far, far away, leaving a centre point. I was sucked into that centre point, that singularity which became my tunnel. I've been here before but never made it out. I'm sucked through the tunnel and become fully aware, fully conscious. I could feel myself again. In some faraway region, me, my connection to people, etc. As I'm passing, I realise that the tunnel isn't just kaleidoscopic patterns and colours. There was information. Physical information of everything I've learned or seen, all categorised into an entity. As I'm passing, if I looked at the entity, it would start making vibrational rainbow particles. I don't know how to explain it, but it was so easily understood at the time. One would be all about mammals, one physics, but when one of these would open up and start transferring information, branches of them would form with relative information. I believe the human brain naturally assigns an entity presence to things while tripping, and I think this was me perceiving the vastness of a brain with information represented by entities. I think it was my brain I was watching. Those neurons became entities, all branching out when I interacted with them. Them all being connected, and me perceiving my own brain. Then it gets really sick. I get to the end of the line. A wall. I've reached it before, but I always come to. I get to it and mould onto it like clay or putty, and then I am pulled through by a million hands, leaving the tunnel, leaving all connections to anyone I knew, including myself. I was being rubbed by a million hands. I don't know how to describe it because it wasn't physical. The rubbing was so comforting, like being petted if you were a cat. At first I couldn't see, but the rubbing sensation was clarifying everything. I realised there were entities, what I believe were real entities made of electricity and plasma-like stuff. I was able to see. They were all concerned. The rubbing was pure love radiating from their centres. They calmed down and I felt great. I mean, like crystal clear. I could move and talk. I wasn't bound by anything. I spoke with the entities, and there was one in particular that was special, and I favoured it. She stuck out among the rest as the leader. She explained the place I was in, and many other things, many wonderful things you'll figure out when you meet yours. Eventually I started to fade and disintegrate, or something, and became clouded. All of the entities and their female superior began to swarm me, and waved me goodbye in the form of humanoids, saying over and over, "We'll see you next time." They said they took on the forms of anything the consciousness felt comfortable around. The plasma-like electricity shit was their true nature. Next day, I broke through to the same group of entities, talking and learning more with the female superior. Third time by myself I broke through again, and met the female superior again, alone this time, and was taken to a great tree. I sat with her and a few other individuals in the presence of God. Some sort of omnimatrix beyond reality and time, beyond understanding at all. There was no light, only what appeared to be a black hole or something along that nature. He, loosely using he, offered me no help to anything. Not in my life, not anything. It was the female that gave knowledge. He only offered me life. A small portion of consciousness, an opportunity to be physical, to learn what I must, however I must. Nothing more. I asked questions and got extremely devastating answers. I saved the best for last. Where did you come from? And then suddenly they all bid me farewell, as the black hole communicated that it will never be known. See you next time. See you next time. See you next time. See you next time. On and on their words echoed. Will we ever know what God is as humans? How do I exist? How do you exist? How does anything exist, man?